What's up? Good morning, everybody. It's about 7 a.m. We're headed to Middletown, New York to install a rear seat delete on an F82 Heritage. I'm super excited about this one. One, I think it's the first Heritage with the rear seat delete. And two, I'm excited because I added a customization add-on that I've never done before, so I'm super excited to show you guys. I don't usually travel to install my rear seat deletes, but the reason I am today is because his son also has one of my rear seat deletes on his sick F80, and I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to get some content in, make an installation video, and also, get some real footage. So I'm super excited to show you guys. It's going to be really cool to see both cars side by side with one of my rear seat deletes. And I have about another 2 hours to go. We're over here watching some Cletus. So I'll see you guys when we get there. We just made it. Come check this out. Oh yeah. Oh man, these look sick. This is the one we're installing a rear seat delete on. Beautiful Heritage. Alright, first things first, let's take out this bottom panel here. There's two clips holding it in here. All you have to do is pull straight up. Push the seat belts through. And that's it. Okay, next thing you want to do is release the seats. After that, we're going to take the side bolsters out so we can get access to the two 250 Torx bolts. So just lie these down. And in order to take these out, get your hand behind here and pull on the top here and give it a good yank. Just put this aside for now. We're going to reuse it. And repeat on the other side as well. So that's going to reveal the T50 Torx bolt on either side. Remove those, and then I'll bring you to the next step. Okay, came out nice and easy. Hopefully the same goes for this side. Oh nice, let's go. It's usually not that easy. Okay. We can go ahead and reinstall the side bolsters on either side. When reinstalling the side bolsters, you want to make sure this metal clip slides back into place here. When installing the side bolster, this clip is going to install right back into this hole here. So we're going to go ahead and vacuum this up quick before going on to the next steps. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take out these seat latches. They're held in by two 13mm bolts on the bottom. Go ahead and take those out. Go ahead and take this out. Go ahead and undo this latch here. Pry upwards on this. Just be careful because it's plastic. You could break it. So now with the latch, you can either zip tie it here, or I usually just tuck it up in here. Go ahead and take this rubber stripping off. You're not going to need that anymore. Then you're going to pop out these two push clips. That's where the upper studs are going to go. So for these push clips, just pry upwards on this, remove this, and then you can pry underneath to take the rest of it out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and install the upper studs, and then we'll install the lower ones. The upper ones are tough just because it's in an awkward position to get the nut behind it. That's the hardest part of the install, and trust me, it's not even that bad. Just take your time. So the way I like to do this is take an open end wrench and most of them have a curve to it. Curve it towards you. Place the nut into the wrench and put a small piece of tape over the edge of it. Don't block the threads, but right over the edge just to hold it in place to make sure it doesn't fall out during the process. And test it. Put it upside down, shake it. If that passes that test, you're good to go. So we're gonna go put it through this hole, line it up behind this hole, and then thread the stud through it. You can go ahead, thread this down. Give yourself a good amount of room for now. We'll adjust later. It's just easier if you're working with more room here when initially threading it in. And a washer. Again, put this behind, get it lined up. You'll see it. Once you feel that it's threaded on, go ahead and just wiggle the wrench off, as so. Pull the stud towards you, and then tighten down the nut on this side. You can go ahead and just snug this down. You don't have to make it too tight yet. We'll make our final adjustments at the end. Just make it nice and snug. Okay. Once you're done with that, go ahead and repeat it on the other side as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get the bottom brackets installed. They're gonna go in this location and this location. For now, we're gonna take out all 3 push clips. We're gonna fold the carpet back, install our rivet nuts, and then we can install the brackets. If you've never used a rivet gun before, please check the description. I made a video on how to use a rivet gun. Sometimes when designing these kits, there's no good factory locations that are threaded. So sometimes we have to add our own threads. And in this case, we will have to, again, using a rivet gun. Please check out the video if you don't know how to use one. All right, so this is where we're gonna install the rivet nuts and these 2 spots here. Two threaded inserts installed, and we can now install our brackets. Let's put the carpet back and we can go ahead and do that. Reinstall the center clip here. Go ahead and grab your 2 bolts along with the washers and the brackets. Short side is going to go against the chassis and the long side will be pointing towards you. Just make sure they're completely straight. Go ahead and tighten it. Go ahead and install the studs. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, make sure they're perfectly straight so that you don't have any trouble when putting in the rear seat delete. You know, tighten them down, just don't over tighten them. Again, you don't want to pull the stud away from the chassis or bend it or anything like that. Grab your stud, thread it on, add your washer, and just compare it to this side just for a good starting point. And then when you adjust later on, you'll loosen it, maybe turn it twice and do the same thing on the other side. But at least if you have the same starting point, it's just much easier when you have to alter it. Now we can go get the panels and install the rear seat delete. We're going to start with the upper panel. When you have the upper panel, you're going to want to slide it down on an angle just because the side bolsters are tapered. If you try and push it straight back, it's not going to go in. Okay, push down on all sides, make sure it's seated perfectly. Make sure gaps are good around all sides. You can see why we put the stripe right over this. Same with the steering wheel. Want everything to line up. The steering wheel tricolor, the roof tricolor, and the rear seat delete. sums up this installation. Again, once it's all set in place, go back and tighten all the studs. I also recommend putting blue thread locker on all of the studs just for reassurance. You don't have to, it is optional, but I do highly recommend it. That's what I'm gonna go do now. Make sure all the fitment is perfect before you do that, and you're all set. Your new seat X rear seat delete is installed. If you ever need any help either styling the rear seat delete that you're looking for, or when it comes to installation, please reach out. I'll answer as soon as I can and help you throughout the whole process. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.